Ahoy. My fault, I didn't have the microphone on. Do some high bass. Like way up on the neck.
Oh, that's so loud. Oh, maybe.
Oh, it's back. Yeah. Alright, Nick's gonna start to fade us out.
I was late. That sounded really good.
So why is this sorry, that's why I'm always like slow jam. Let's do slow jam, guys.
Hey man, slow jams are cool too, man.
But yeah, Matt, you missed the first 10 minutes of it.
So you guys
So
have
that
jamming
had
for
been
a
going
minute.
for a while, yeah. I don't know if it was actually 10 minutes. I guess I can't see it. I'm not seeing a timer anywhere, but it was going for a while before you got up. That felt like
I
a...
changed picks in the middle there somewhere. So it was
Nice.
a while.
Oh shit! I don't know if I can. I'm gonna have to sit down.
Yeah, it got so long. I was like, I don't like this pick anymore. It's time to do a new one.
Yeah, I got the same thing. I keep the Jeff Robinson stock pick that I stole from Nick unknowingly, and I keep
Hey, I have another one right here, so
a
okay.
good old couple Tortexes, and I've got the Fat Mike picks that I don't like at all.
Yeah. You know what sucks? I got an alert that Me First and the Gimme Gimmes is coming around, and I was like, yeah. And then I checked, and it's like, no, this is actually Spike in the Gimme Gimmes because Me First and the Gimme Gimmes isn't real anymore.
Oh,
Do you have an opinion on Spike?
I mean, Spike's great, but I just really liked when Fat Mike was also singing, like,
Oh, okay.
and playing bass. But whatever, I've only seen them literally one time, and this is how long ago, as Megan and I talked about it earlier.
you got the Triple Rock.
It was at the Triple Rock, and neither of us were old enough to drink, so we both had the X's on our hands. And
Yeah,
there was
I
a
wasn't there. You
girl
told me about it.
that looked. There was a blonde girl that they saw. Somebody reported to security they saw a blonde girl that roughly matched Megan's description pull like a PBR 6-pack out of her purse and crack a beer out of her purse with the X's on her hand. So they knew there was an underage person in the bar that brought in their own 6-pack, roughly matching Megan's description. So we're standing there in like the middle of a song, and a security guard comes over. And Megan, this is like high school. Megan's like 18 or 19, so she's like 115 pounds or something. I don't know. And the security guard just comes up behind her. By the way, this was during the opener, actually. Now that I think about it, because Limo was the one who actually helped pick up Megan. And so they picked Megan up, and they looked in her purse. They like opened her purse up. And they also, it was the winter, so she was holding her coat over her arm. And so they like thought maybe she was hiding the beer in the coat. They like manhandled the hell out of her. And then like 2 seconds later, they came back and they were like, we are so sorry. Like, you guys can go get some free sodas on the bar. Like, you just kind of matched the description of somebody else. And like, sorry about it. And so that's how long ago it was since I've seen them.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah. In other news, my brother is now dead to me.
Oh yeah.
I have now completely cut out of the...
I'm really glad you said to me.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't know
I
what's
was like-
coming here.
I would
Yeah,
be in a
me
lot.
too.
I'd be
I
in a
was-
lot worse mood if it was actually dead. Yeah, no. So he has cut me out of his life entirely. He does not want my help. He doesn't want me on his property. Okay,
God, why does he get so fucking upset all the
I don't know.
time?
I don't know, but he transferred his phone numbers off my account because I was like, so I've been paying for
Oh
their phones.
yeah, you've had because he's on your phone plan.
I'm like, I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
pay
you're
for
on-
your
I'm on your
phones
phone plan,
until
too.
you're both back to work at least. And like, I was like, if you're gonna be an asshole to me, I have no incentive to keep paying for your phones. I just said that to them. I'm like, if you're just gonna keep being abusive to me, I'm going to stop. I'm like, I have the ability to make your phones stop being able to send me mean messages. By the way, we are on day 4 straight of both of them just beating me down. I'm literally less than 0. I have been there since Sunday, but I'm continuing to be just beat to a pulp. So anyway, I was like, hey, if you fuckers keep texting me mean shit, I will turn your phones off. So they today went and opened a T-Mobile account and transferred out of my account. So
Crazy.
yeah,
Damn.
I mean,
Wow.
they're literally like, I'm gonna burn that bridge. Like, let's just be done with it. So
But you guys were just being nice to them and helping.
Yeah, I
them
don't
with
know. It's because, so Chris thinks the relationship with my dad is now ruined because I got in the middle, and not because he sent a book to Heidi that said, you're an asshole in the gift message.
Oh, I thought that was to your dad. I didn't realize. He
No,
sent
so it was to Heidi. And it was,
Oh.
it was
Oh.
anonymous.
I was gonna say, I was like, I could take being called an asshole.
like they didn't know who it was from.
So that's what I said. Chris goes, if you didn't tell them it was from me, they would have never known. I said, Chris, why do you think they sent me the picture? They sent me the picture because they're like, why is your brother such an asshole? And I said, like, you're not wrong. Heidi needs to work on herself. But right now, in the middle, okay, they do not understand that attacking Heidi equals attacking my dad.
Yeah.
So while Chris has been freaking out on me about how terrible I am and everything, Taylor and Megan were in the hospital together. Megan was sitting in the hospital room with Taylor, who, by the way, is permanently, as far as we can tell, incontinent. That's the lasting thing. She cannot tell when she has to pee or poop, and it just happens when it happens, and that's how it might be like that forever.
Damn, that's a really crazy condition to have while being a dick.
She also has, like, she's a very high fall risk. They don't want her home yet. They want her to go to a nursing home or stay at the hospital for like 3 more weeks to continue relearning how to walk. She's like, I'm going home. I'm a trooper. I can do it. So she's going home, and I am on the phone getting screamed at by Chris, literally so loud that he was clipping the microphone on his phone. That's how loud he was screaming. And so I'm like holding my phone over here getting screamed at while Megan is in the hospital helping my brother's wife clean shit off of her. And she's saying, God, I'm so glad that you guys helped get Bruce back into our lives. Bruce is the closest person to me if I fall down. Bruce can get to us. He timed it. He can get to us in like 16 minutes if he goes as fast as hell. And so he is the closest person to be able to go help her if she falls.
Yikes.
And now my dad will not speak to them again because Chris threw a bomb at Heidi. And they do not understand that is why my dad's mad. They think my dad's mad because I told them and that it was Chris.
I don't. It's a classic case of don't start no shit, there won't be no shit.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, Chris, guess what? You're getting out of the relationships exactly what you put into them. So I feel really bad, but like Chris has now like threatened me with physical violence if I go to his house to help. So I'm just like, okay, well, for my own safety, my stepdad's like, can you please come help us? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't think Chris is going to shoot any of you guys. He might shoot me.
Yeah.
And he is heavily armed, by the way. So I don't need that in my life. So Megan was like, yeah, you're not going over there, right? We're going to back off and give him some time. And maybe when he comes out of this, he's in the like worst place he's ever been in his life. I completely understand, but I wish his psychotic episode didn't result in him blowing up our relationship too.
Yeah.
Right.
So you guys have just been the homie too.
It's like it got transferred from.
From
her brother to you.
Yeah, and you know what's the best? Not the best. It's the worst. Her mom and dad continue to have no relationship with her. Her mom came to the hospital the other day for the first time in like 3 weeks. I don't know what happened because I wasn't there, but they got into some kind of fight, and her mom has the ability to walk. So her mom just was like, I'm not going to take this, and left.
That's
so
crazy.
She starts fights with everybody that's coming to try to help her. Her parents are shitty, but now I'm starting to, she like literally 4 days of texting me how much of a garbage person I am. I'm so tired.
It's fucked up.
But
blocked that number.
I did. I blocked it for a while, and then I made the mistake of being like, are you sure you don't need help? And then they were like, you can go fuck yourself. We're not your charity case. I was like, okay. Yeah, it's crazy. I feel like because of the way that they're very good at like being abusive and manipulative. So I've had to ask like every person in my life, like they're telling me that I'm the opposite of everything that I believe myself to be. Can you please tell me that I'm not like this total monster? And I feel like a maniac having to ask for validation from people, but I'm like, I really don't think I'm that bad. One of his beefs with me is that apparently when he was 9, he asked me for help with math homework, and I was like, I don't know, I don't have time to help you. Do your own math homework. If I did that was a shitty, like, he's like, I literally don't know how to do math right now. I'm 37. I don't know how to do math right now because you wouldn't help me when I was 9. And I'm like, dude, you cannot be mad at me for something that I did to you that I don't even remember.
Dude.
28 years ago. Please don't blow up our relationship over this.
There's plenty of math to be learned after.
He's mad at my dad because my mom was an alcoholic. He's mad at my mom. He won't be mad at my mom.
Isn't that why? Yeah, isn't that why your dad divorced your mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
They do.
Go on.
Yeah, so he hates Heidi because Heidi kicked him out of the house. Dad didn't have his back during that, so he hates both of them for that. Then my mom and Robert tried to do their best, but Robert being a cocaine addict, my mom never really caught on to Robert being a cocaine addict. So like Chris grew up in that house where I thought he was okay, but meanwhile like the electricity and the water and stuff was like constantly turned off. But like there was a lot of times where like Chris had to go to like friends' houses to shower, which I didn't know about because he never told me this when we were kids. But yeah, so he's just been unloading on me about how I've totally failed him, and I don't know. He doesn't want me to be mediating in his life anymore, and I'm like, I never asked to be the mediator here, buddy. But
Hey, if it
game over.
Hey, you're not a horrible person. I think
Well,
he's out of his mind.
I mean, he's just obviously like extremely sleep deprived and under a tremendous amount of stress.
Sounds like he's being a coke addict right now.
That's what I actually. This has made me feel kind of bad. I actually asked him if he has started drinking again because his texts were so fucking abusive and like, just like I mean the most hurtful shit that I've never been texted like this before, and like I don't know what he told his wife about me, but like she literally is like, "You're the biggest monster ever. You're the reason Chris is the way he is," and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
You're the reason my husband's a piece of shit.
I'm like so I was like, Matt, I'm like trying to remind her of just things that I did for Chris throughout my life that I thought were pretty nice. I was like, one time I took him on an all expenses paid bachelor party to Colorado, and when he was getting divorced, I took him on an all expenses paid unbachelor party at a cabin. Like, I've done all these things, and like all he does is shit on me. But yeah, she's like, no, you're a fucking monster. So I don't know, man. It's just crazy. My last 4 days have felt like I should be on the Springer Show.
I'm so sorry, Nick. That's awful.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, I mean, I'm just really sad for my fucking brother and his wife who need all the help they can get and won't take it. So I hope in like a few days he snaps out of it. But
yeah, hopefully.
I'm waiting on him now.
A couple hours.
Right. She comes home Friday, so at least then he won't be like also commuting back and forth. And he had to move their bedroom downstairs. He had to paint. He put new flooring in. He remodeled like their whole main floor. But
Jesus.
Yeah. Family is fun sometimes.
Sorry about all that.
Oh, good. But, I just I just hope they get their shit figured out. God, this guitar I feel like is having some tuning.
Yeah, I tuned mine, and then we played just that little bit, which was super intense, and I had to retune mine.
That Liz Cooper song I sent that one day.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe I've told you guys this before, but if not, a fun fact about her is she was very close to becoming a professional golfer, and that's what her dad wanted her to do. And then she was like an exceptionally good golfer in college and whatnot, had been offered sponsorships and stuff. And she's like, you know what? But I'm also really fucking good at the guitar, and I have a lot more fun doing that. So she does that instead and doesn't golf. She's not a professional golfer.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. I don't have two really cool career choices, I mean, I have one okay career choice, and I don't realistically see myself ever making any kind of income from anything that doesn't resemble turning a screwdriver.
Yeah, same.
Although I guess I don't know.
It's
anyway.
like Nelly. She's like Nelly, man. You know Nelly? It's getting hot in here. Stick up.
Oh, yeah.
Nelly? Yeah. You could have been a professional baseball player.
Yeah?
Supposedly.
I didn't know that. That's pretty badass.
That's Nelly. So what's up with you, Matt?
Yeah,
I
man.
got a cyst
You
cut
had a
out.
dramatic week?
No, not too bad. Got to be at work every day because they had a bunch of people in town. And I got a cyst cut out of my back.
Yeah. So what was that about?
It's been growing there for a year, and it just kept getting bigger.
Um,
Yeah.
Is it
it's kinda-
painful? I mean, the cutting out part probably was, but before
It's
that, were you
painful
having
right
pain
now.
or?
No pain.
Okay, so
You could
just
smush it. We tried cat hit it with a book once and it didn't go
like
away.
trying to get it to go away. Yeah, those are hard to get out of there.
Yeah,
Well,
but
so
they,
if you like smush it, you like cause a hole in the bottom, and then your body will reabsorb it, or what?
they went in there and they cut it out. The lady said, Dr. Sharp said she could pop it, but she recommends it getting cut out.
Oh.
So she did. I can't
Yeah.
take the bandage off till after today. Tomorrow I can take it off so I can take a pic. You guys can see it if you want.
What was the purple thing? Was there gauze in there?
I don't know
Or
what the
that
purple
all
was. I don't know if
color?
Probably
I
just
don't
like a
know if
mucusy, like a blood clot, probably, honestly.
yeah, or something. I don't know what that was, but that was at the bottom of the container.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I
the
don't
thing
know
with the
what the purple was.
cyst, the reason they don't like to pop them when they get that big is like if you don't get 100% out of like the core out of it,
Yeah.
it will just come back. So they
Yeah.
had like they went in and like made sure that they probably got a little bit of area around it to be safe.
Yeah,
So-
I haven't seen. I'm excited to see what it looks like. This strap kind of.
I bet you that thing smelled awful.
Oh, I bet it did.
Like if you would have taken it and smashed it, it probably could make people throw up.
Yeah, probably. I showed Carl, and he's like, "You gonna eat it and reincorporate it?" And I was like, "Maybe." But that's about.
Would you give me an E?
What you, Dad? Anything exciting except for the funeral?
I have a tuner right here in front of me, but I just wanted to make sure my E sounded like your E.
How was the funeral? Did you have to drive to Kansas?
Oh yeah,
City?
sorry. Let's talk about
Yeah.
Seth for a minute.
Oh sure, yeah.
Jesus.
We drove to Kansas City Saturday morning.
You're the master of the road trip.
Yeah. They yeah, and that was fine. We've driven to Kansas City so many times that it feels like you know, like your drive to work. It's just like you just don't even feel it anymore.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. It's like
You just
like,
tune it out.
We're in Des Moines. All right.
Yeah.
But we made it. We made it with plenty of time. It was the only silly thing that happened. It was a pretty good service, but it was so yeah, all Allison's family, and they all got them. Oh, so you guys, I asked you guys about getting a blazer or a
Yeah. How'd that go?
suit coat. Well, I didn't. I went to TJ Maxx. They don't even sell them.
They
I
don't.
was like, that's perfect. I know where TJ Maxx is.
Well, that
So they
sucks.
didn't. Yeah, and I was like late getting started. So I asked my friend Aaron, not Dablo, different Aaron, who lives up the way here, because he's about my size. And
Yeah.
he said, "Oh yeah, I do. I totally have one. It has a bunch of costume makeup on it, but."
You know what? It was funny.
Because
Is,
he'd worn it for something like at Halloween.
so I thought about it like too late. I literally have a suit. My suit that I got from like when I graduated from high school as a gift is way too small for me, and it was like actually a really nice Italian suit. It probably would be like a perfect fit for you, at least the coat. I don't know if the pants would be, but I thought about that too late. But yeah, so you found something?
Yeah, so I found one. So I looked really nice. I had nice slacks, and I had a nice tie. The tie was from the Men's Warehouse.
Very good.
Ooh.
You know it was nice, right?
I got a suit from there once. I still have it.
And
Reinforced crotch.
Ooh. But I looked, and I had this, and I showed up, and Allison's dad, it was his brother who died. Allison's dad did have a sport coat on, a gray one, and no tie, and his brother also was like, I think his was like navy blue, and he was wearing a tie, and then everyone else was in like polo shirts and khakis.
Yeah, I went to my.
Oh man, did I hit this wrong?
No, it's always better to be overdressed than underdressed, in my opinion. And it, like, nobody's ever like, oh man, that guy looks like an asshole in that suit. You know, like you just look. I mean, I went to my mom's, I guess my stepdad's mom's funeral like 6 months ago, and like we showed up like black, like full head to toe black, like funeral garb, and like everybody that was like family was like shorts and flip flops and stuff, but
That's
not like
really
the immediate family were all in suits, but like I guess like the cousins or like the grandkids and stuff were like in very, very casual. Some of the like I guess maybe college age grandkids were like a little more dressed up, but I don't know. I mean, I always think Matt, I always think of, every time we go to like a wedding, which is very rare these days, but when we do, I just always think about going to a wedding with Matt Kester. Like we would just we'd go. We used to go to. We'd get all these invites to a common wedding, and we'd go with this guy, this other guy, Matt. We worked with at Target, and we would all be like in just fully decked out in suits, looking sharp, and like Matt Kester's in like really nice jeans, some like brown leather boots, and like flannel, you know.
Yeah.
And he just like full on looks like, I was honestly shocked he didn't have like a cowboy hat, but
Yeah.
he always looked nice. It just, I would just feel weird if I was that guy in like the car. We'd get like, you know, an Uber Black or something, and like I'll roll
Yeah,
out
and
looking
we're
nice, and
all
he
wearing-
like come, you know, we got our cowboy friend with us.
I mean, he fits it. When he's visited Texas here.
And he
a couple
looks
times.
good. Like he looks nice.
Yeah,
It's
he
not
fits-
like
he
it's like
fits in.
trashy jeans or anything. Like he has like his nice going out. Like he does look like he should be at a bar, like on a, what's that thing? The bull, the mechanical bull.
Right.
Yeah.
Like he looks like he should be doing that, you know, in like a rom-com. Like,
Like he could go square dancing.
oh,
Straight
100%.
Square dancing. and
Yeah, we
girls.
haven't taken him to the Broken Spoke because we took Dad there once. And he gave us COVID.
Oh no,
But yeah, they got line dancing there. But you got to pay like $15 or something to go dance.
just like to get in, yeah.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
I'm like, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna spend $1,000.
Yeah, I'm already
gonna
gonna buy a bunch of drinks.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy nothing.
Yeah, so so the funeral was good, or the celebration of life was good. Allison's grandma made it through, and she was pretty good. They showed a lot of pictures, and so and they went and explained all these old pictures, and she would just she'd raise her hand and she'd be like, "That's the backyard. Behind that, there's a creek."
Oh, sure,
So
sure.
She
sure.
just chimed in with extra details nobody else knew, which was
That's
awesome.
pretty cute.
I mean, that's super cool. Yeah.
And yeah, it was good. Then we got to hang out with Allison's cousins, which are great. One of Allison's cousin who her father is the one who died. She's married to this really fun guy from he's from Serbia.
Oh wow.
And he's every time I talk to him, he's really fun. He's an IT guy, and he's from Serbia, and he's super fun. He's just such a dork. He's just awesome. But he's had the craziest life ever. He came to America.
Imagine.
When he was 17 because there was a civil war.
Yep, like the Serb Croatia thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So he moved here when he was 17 with his little brother, and that was just them.
Just them. Jeez, yeah.
Just them.
Oh
So
my God.
he finished school and went to college, and then he was he didn't say how they'd gotten connected, but he started living with some family, and the man in the family was the head of the fire chief in whatever little town they were in. I think it was in Virginia, and so he got him to be he got connected and got in as a volunteer firefighter. So he was a volunteer firefighter for several years, and then he made a bunch of money going. And this is when he's 21 or something. Then he made a bunch of money because he was really excited because they'd pay $15 an hour at that time to go and fight forest fires in Wyoming and
Oh wow, yeah.
Colorado.
That's
Wow.
pretty badass.
So, yeah. So he's so he went and did that, and then moved back, and he worked for Greenpeace forever.
Oh,
Damn.
wow. Good
Yeah,
for
I think
him.
he's about 50, and then he married Allison's cousin a while ago, and he got laid off from Greenpeace, and now he's a stay-at-home dad.
Huh, that's crazy.
You've got the craziest life, Mark.
Yeah, I mean, just God, that reminds me of some of the people that we used to work with when I worked at Target Canada. Our entire team was people that had left Afghanistan or Pakistan during times of war, and even their path to get to Canada, they had to first go. They were in a refugee camp in Kuwait for a while, and then from Kuwait they got taken to Morocco, and then from Morocco a boat took them to France, where they spent 6 months waiting for their asylum claim to go through in Belgium. Then they were able to go to Belgium for 6 months, and then then they were able to, from Belgium, you can make your asylum claim to Canada. And then, like, then they got over there, and, like, I mean, just, I cannot imagine. So, yeah, the guy's like, yeah, so we left Pakistan when I was 6, and then we were in Belgium when I was 9, and then we were here. And I'm just like, I cannot imagine, like, your elementary school is in, like, well, first off, like, when you're in a refugee camp, it's probably pretty minimal, like, what, you know, worrying about food and water, not so much that, but yeah, just like, and these guys were just like sharp too. They were like the best techs we had, like, anywhere. All of them had like similar stories. So
God damn it.
I can't imagine like just trusting anyone. They're like, oh, we're gonna put you guys all on a boat to France.
Yeah.
Right?
To flee your country.
Right.
But,
like yeah, just the process. They're like
want to get on that boat.
yeah, like they're in they were like in a UN refugee camp, and the people are like, so where do you ultimately want to end up? And they're like, well, we'd like to go to Canada. We have family there. And they're like, okay, you can't just apply for asylum in Canada. Now maybe you can. This would have been like in the, like when we were like 6. This would have been like the early 90s. So yeah, just like to have to like know, okay, you're gonna go here, then you're gonna go here for a while, then you're gonna go here for a while, and like almost all of it is you're living in like stuff where like a church has they've collected money and they have put you in like a house for 3 months.
Oh, okay.
Or whatever, you know, like, because it's not like these people that are fleeing war-torn Pakistan or whatever, they're not like rolling in the dough. So like
Right.
a lot of it is like,
$0.
we know we have people that will take us in as soon as we can get to Canada. We just have to get there. Like, so yeah, I have tremendous respect for anybody that can do that and then like just also then get here and be like, I'm gonna put out fires. Let me be as useful as I can to make some cash. Like,
Right.
that's super cool. I'm trying to think if this would be the grandma of Allison's that I like knew too.
No.
Like, okay.
No, they always lived in Kansas City when she was.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. I knew
No,
her mom.
oh yeah, the one that lived over there was her.
Her mom's.
Yeah, her mom's one.
That's okay. Cool. Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Matt, your grandpa's gonna be 103 months.
Yeah, pretty
Like,
cool.
what the F? Like,
I mean, I'm glad he's gonna make it to 100, but man, I can't. I wonder what his quality of life is these days.
he's quite happy.
Oh,
Honestly,
God.
I mean, they give him like lorazepam,
Oh, all right.
you know. So like,
What's the
if he's like
problem with
freaking out, they're like, here, put a couple of these little mints in your mouth, and then he's
the
like,
recipe?
cool as a cucumber.
Oh, does he have
He's got pretty bad
memory
dementia,
stuff?
but it's like it didn't start until he was like 96, and he's like he had do you remember how I don't know, it was like 8 years ago. We got a
Yes.
phone call, and it was like, Grandpa's gonna die. He like's been falling down. He can't feel the left side of his body, whatever. They brought him in. He had a brain bleed, and they needed to like release the pressure by like drilling a hole. And they're like, do you really want us to do this to your 92-year-old father? And they were like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And like, he wasn't really expected to live that much longer after that, and
Nobody
he just
snapped
keeps
back.
going. And
he
he's
snapped
healthy,
back for a
like
while,
his
but-
body. Oh yeah, he was totally with it for a few years after that and
Yeah.
everything.
Okay.
But then then he started declining, like maybe 3 years after, 4 years after that he started. It's honestly, for how old he is, it's not surprising, you know. He like only really wanted to be at home. He only really wants to be with his wife, but like, so yeah, just transitioning him into a nursing home was very difficult, because he literally lived in this house until he was 99. To be
God,
like, hey man, we're gonna move you somewhere else now. He was like,
What the hell
you know,
are?
right? Yeah. So, but luckily they give you lots of good anti-anxiety meds when you do that stuff. So
Yeah, I've been trying to call and text Grandma once in a while because
that's the
she
best.
seems to like it. Yeah,
Honestly,
she's
and-
pretty fucking funny.
She also loves like a little card in the mail.
Oh yeah.
Just like you know, like she doesn't get her mail very often, I don't think. So every once in a while we'll like send some thank you cards, and then she'll
Yeah.
like send us a card to be like, thank you for the thank you
thank
cards,
you.
you know. And so we just have like a mail tag going.
It's cute. That's so cute.
Yeah, she's pretty rad.
That's extremely cute.
And she uses the computer and shit. Like, she's like on Facebook, and she checks her
No.
email every day. Like,
Yeah,
I can't. Most people in their 60s can't do that.
She be texting, man, and I'll
Yeah.
text her back. I send her like an absurd picture, and she'll comment on it.
She has an Android phone, even.
Oh, even better. Wow.
Yeah. I don't know how she ended up with it, but they were like, she's never gonna be able to learn how to use this. She texts you all. when you
Yeah,
you know.
no, she does all the time.
I don't know what I'm doing. I just felt like I was doing a lot of talking.
No, you're good.
About
Whoa. What was that?
That was a button I didn't press. What is it? What do you think that is?
Is that is this supposed to be a gong, or is this someone like dropping something in an
Sounds like a
empty
gunshot.
warehouse? Yeah. Like if you pushed over like a piece of wood in a Home
Yeah, it
Depot,
does.
it just hit the floor.
Oh man, yeah, you can do some
Yeah.
serious ear damage if you drop a pallet on a floor at the right angle.
Oh yeah.
Were you around when Randy Westberg knocked over all the CRT monitors next?
No, I don't know. I don't know.
Oh
if
my
I
God.
see it.
Everybody watched Randy, but it was those like 21-inch
Yeah,
Sony
the-
CRTs from
Yeah.
TP3, and they were on a pallet, and Randy put like 2 little thin layers of wrap around it, and everybody's like, Randy, that's not enough. Those things are like 100 pounds a piece, dude. And he's like,
Yeah.
it'll be fine. I'm just moving it a couple feet so I can whatever. And he like moved it like 1 foot, and they all went sideways, and just glass and plastic exploded everywhere. Like,
I know. I remember because the back was off one,
Oh
and
my God.
and
They're
Brian
so heavy.
Abaddon was like, "Touch that." And when she touched, he's like, "Don't! It might fucking blow you up." I'm
oh
serious.
yeah, the
Yeah.
capacitors in a CRT
Yeah.
monitor are high voltage. They can kill
Yeah.
you,
It'll blow you up. Yeah.
and they store
No.
power for they can store power for months.
Yeah.
unplugged.
I did with Brian. I did the project to get rid of all those.
Oh,
I
God,
lifted
that
and
sucked.
stacked so fucking.
Oh.
Dude, Sean Greger once stacked a bunch of 2 levels of IMAX on a pallet. No, it was David Moore.
Oh.
Like 1 piece of fucking shrink wrap, and then
No.
all these IMAX fucking fell over.
Oh God.
Yeah, which was much worse because they're much more important. Yeah, good stuff.
Okay, wasting targets money is actually good.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah. It's like at work, people are like, "Can I have this?" I'm like, "I don't give a shit. I'm gonna work here soon."
Right? Yeah. What do you want? You
Yeah.
name it. If I can find
Yeah.
it, it's yours.
I was like, "Man, you can take it." But they're like, "There's a bunch of 4K monitors in a closet," and I was like, "Have at 'em, man. I don't give a shit."
Matt, did you do this one? Wait, I need to turn off this terrible wah pedal. Yeah, the thing, Wonder what that would have this. No, that's bad. Wonder what that guy would use. Seth, you have a real wah pedal, don't you?
Yeah, actually, I have 2 right now. If I could go up on both heels at the same time, I could do them both. But yes, I do. Yeah, what do you want me to do?
Well, yeah.
Sorry, that's not. It probably should have some sort of.
So I gotta go down a half step for that one.
It's only really needed if we decide we're gonna try to play along with it. This is really only one guitar part. All right. For the next time,
Yeah.
I will have the record scratch part down.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, did you send me that tab? I'm looking at
What
one
does
on
that sound
mine.
like with your auto wah?
I don't know. Not good, probably.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. We even tried to claw on this, but
Yeah, it's like it doesn't have the right sweep. Oh yeah, that one's a little more powerful. Yeah, so that's that one. That's the one on my like multi-effects, and this is the
it's
real
actually
one.
pretty good. Oh,
Man, I put a new battery in there.
oh my god, wow, sorry.
And it was so I can't believe like how much there are so many parts to that thing. And I can't believe that that's all it does.
Wait, to what?
There's so many parts to that wall, it's just insane. Like so many little like transistors and stuff inside.
Oh yeah, oh
It's
totally.
like I should have taken a picture. And it's hundreds.
It's a disaster in there.
It's like what is this? Why is this so complicated? It's like a volume thing, and then it's just like your tone control going real fast. Right? Like I think that's all it is. But there's a lot of stuff going on there. Yeah, weapons, not homes,
Oh, I have a volume knob right here on the guitar. Idiot. That's what I've had to learn with this Raspberry Pi pedal thing. I have to use my guitar volume a lot.
Oh, because they're all messed up.
Yeah, they're
Just
like some of
messes
them
with
have like huge volume boosts on them, so and it's easier for me to just turn the guitar down a little bit.
Oh, do some of the things not have a master volume on it?
No, like this one has wet dry. Yeah.
That's weird. What is that even? I don't even know what that means. Django, it's okay, you can go out.
I feel like I can get pretty close to a decent wow.
Oh yeah. Oh, so it's one of those. So yeah, there's like what is it? Yeah, so that one's it'll keep going. Like if you had feedback, it would go wow, wow,
Yep.
wow, wow, wow. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so unlike the one that's like that one that you have a physical pedal of,
Yep.
is like way more reactive. It doesn't do
Yeah.
that, right? It's only
No.
reactive to when there's signal going through it.
Yep.
It's more of a dynamic thing. Okay.
I feel like I'm getting pretty close. I have I'm selecting the brand of wah pedal. I'm like, and I have 12 or so to choose from, so.
Oh, okay. Wait, where is that sharp? Why am I so bad at this today? There it is. There it goes. Make it a little sparklier.
All right, I think that's pretty close. How many guitarists do you think use a mouse to click off their effects? Probably not very many.
Probably more than you think these days.
Yeah, you're probably right.
The guy that works at the grocery store said he bought a bunch of effects for some website. I was like,
Yeah.
I think my brother-in-law uses that.
Well, that's what I get ads for that constantly.
Oh yeah, for like plugins and effects and stuff.
Yeah.
And the dumb thing is, this thing has like 12 USB ports on it, so anything that works as a button is a switch. So I could get any number of USB foot switches, and I could have like 12 different pedals attached.
So is that? Wait, what has like 12 different USB?
My Raspberry Pi that runs the effects. It's got like, technically it has like 4 or 5 USB ports, but I can also plug a USB hub into it. So in theory, I could have expression pedals and on-off pedals, and you would just tell, like, it would recognize one pedal is pedal 1, one pedal is pedal 2. So I would just have to tell it, when you click pedal 1, that means turn effect 1 off.
Okay.
Basically, it would just work like a pedal board that's just interacting with the Raspberry Pi instead of actually having all the different pedals.
Okay, because I've seen them set up like for MIDI like that before.
Yeah, that's pretty much the same concept.
Okay, same concept. This is just like through USB.
Yep.
Wild. Okay. Yeah, because there's lots of those boards out there that are just MIDI controllers, right?
Yep.
That are just boards.
All right, now I gotta get my thing up so I can click the wah off when it's not supposed to be off. Now what I wonder is, I suppose a little bit of like distortion is probably good.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
You think they use like something called? You think they use a big muff?
For that one, that might be okay. Yeah.
And I have other.
It's maybe
Okay,
like
that's so
Marshall.
loud.
It's maybe more like Marshall PV if you have a Marshall or PV, right? They're called like Jims. On those things, they're called like Jims or something, like Jims 800, or it'll say like JMC 800 instead of JC 800.
Oh yes, yes, I remember that. This is what they were listening to a lot of. My dad's last day at work, they were listening to a lot of Rage Against the Machine. On the way out, the operations manager just played the part of where it's like, "Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me." On the way out the door. God, I don't know, what's this thing? Yeah, this is good enough.
How's the chorus going? I haven't listened to this song in a long time.
Same.
It's just the wah part.
It's really sad that kids these days will never know the pleasure of stealing this album from Columbia House or BMG Music Club.
It's true. Do kids even steal records anymore?
I mean, I imagine they probably pirate stuff, and I guess physical things maybe. I don't know.
It's getting a little harder to have physical things. It's harder to use them.
I know, right?
Like, let me just hook my phone up to this.
It's true. You guys barely have any physical video games even and stuff. I've got
Right?
pretty much in the
Everything's
cloud.
just Windows license in the cloud. I mean, I don't know. What do we do? Should we just like try to play a little bit of this?
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
Seth, do you have a suitable drums? 85 beats a minute is what my tab says. I don't know.
I will find one.
We don't need to go that fast.
85. 85. I'm surprised.
There's actually I don't remember what song it was, but I was looking at, I looked some tabs up the other day, and I stumbled into a Reddit thread about some other song, and people were arguing whether or not the song's in 11/4 or 4/4, and it was just, I don't know, people are weird.
That's
11/4.
yeah.
Just play it in 4/4.
What is that?
Why? You could play it in 4/4.
Man, that guy,
Oh,
he doesn't get a
Latin
job like this week. He's gonna walk into the ocean forever.
Oh, cool. Told me drinking Coors Light for the first time since we tried to drink a case of Tall Boys at your house.
Oh God.
It's still, I had one the other year and I was like, yuck. Just too many Coors Lights.
I thought it was kind of funny that I didn't really discover Coors Banquet until like I quit drinking.
Coors Banquet's alright. I had a couple when we went to Red Rock because that's
This
all they
reminds me.
served.
I'll be right back. I need to grab actually some kind of beverage. That's
Yeah,
not
me too.
beer, but I'll be right back.
Yeah.
One second.
Same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, I'll turn that up. I think that's a good one.
There's gonna be 2 guitars in this thing tonight.
Yeah. So I don't remember that part.
Yep. And it goes back to the chorus.
Yeah.
That does the
Do you
bass
guys
solo.
Do you guys really?
Yep.
Bass solo.
Yep. I guess the guitar does something different here too.
Yeah. Yeah. What does it go up there to, Nick? Does it go up to
Just like a B.
Okay. I forgot it did that during the Bullsong Parade part.
And then there's like some palm muting of like just like all the strings.
Man, I feel that bass solo.
And then there's the quicker word. I don't have a wish I could.
Oh yeah,
There's a big like long ass record scratch solo.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Yep. And then it goes back to the interlude, which is the chorus with the wah part again. Yeah. It kind of keeps doing that for a really long time.
And then at the very end, it goes
And then at the very end, it goes back to that. Yep. Yeah. So that's that. I feel like we pretty much have that one down. Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
that's kind of
What
funny.
is it? Do you have the... Here, I just gotta look up. This is killing me with... I don't know what the like, first lyrics of the song are.
Microphone explodes. Dropping rhymes. Something about on the commode.
shatter the molds.
Drop some rhymes or get the fuck up off the commode. And then, yeah, something sure to make the something. I've had it up. I cannot get myself to do it. Rally around your family. I just can't get myself to do that. I really wish I could. I mean, okay, it's not fair though. Maybe I can, because you know what? I have like this thing, right? So I could be like,
Rally around your family
Yeah.
with a pocket full of shells.
Yeah.
And it makes it a little anonymous.
that's pretty good.
Rally around your family with a pocket full of shells. Rally around the family with a pocket full of shells. You know what? I think I could do it with the anonymity that this thing gives me. Anonymity.
the microphone. No, that one's just like the microphone explodes. Yo, what is this chord? I don't know. Yeah, no, I should just
Get over my shit and use this thing more.
Yeah.
Rally around your family
Whoa.
with a pocket full of shells. Who wants a body massage around your family?
With a pocket full of shells.
So yeah, Matt, you know why I got this box?
For fun?
Or like,
Dude,
Dude.
Nash.
Oh, double, triple flip,
Triple double check.
triple. Dugan Nash. I'm gonna spread everything out.
Dugan Nash?
you have the one
By Dugan Nash?
Yeah, that's why I got this thing. So I can say Dugan Nash to myself in the basement. Cat, Megan will not let go of the name Dugan if we have another cat in our
Same,
lives in the
it's
future.
Dugan
She's
Nash.
like, it's going to be named Dugan. I keep being like, I think a cat named like Olive would be cool, and she's like, Dugan. It's gonna be Dugan.
Yeah,
I don't care if it's a boy or a girl. It's Duke.
It's Duke and Nash. Brody was almost Duke and Nash.
Yep. I bet you I could play St. Stephen now. Not on the bass, and I wouldn't expect anybody else to be able to ever either. But
Saint
I think I can play it on the guitar. Like I think that like. No, I can't. I definitely can't play that song.
What? You totally
Oh, they don't. I don't use the same distortion as.
It looks like the bass fill is just little bass fills in between some of the
For what?
for the Bulls on Parade.
Oh yeah. Man, yeah, Nick, if you learn the Jerry parts of that song, we could have like a repertoire of dead songs we could play.
Man, I cannot stop listening to the Fire on the Mountain from that Egypt set. It's so good. I just like turn it on and I'll be like, I don't know. This is probably out of tune again, but yeah, I just turn that on and I play solos along with it for like an hour. It's kind of fun.
Sounds good.
Unfortunately, St. Stephen, seeing the band Grateful Shred
Yeah.
play the song St. Stephen is what actually got me to start listening to the Grateful Dead.
Oh, well, their version's really good.
It is. That's a great. And I also love, if you haven't seen it, they do a set where they play like, I think like Scarlet Begonias and Fire on the Mountain, or I don't know, they play like two really popular Dead songs in a park in San Francisco. And there's a bunch of old hippies just smoking joints and like dancing. And the cops end up shutting it down, and like everybody in the crowd's like booing at the cops.
What song is that?
St. Stephen. That's most of the song.
It's the weirdest fucking song, man. It's definitely written by people that were on acid.
Oh yeah, there's bass chords in that song.
Oh my gosh.
It's the weirdest thing. I tried to learn how to play how Phil Lesh plays it, and I don't think it's worth trying to learn. I think it's worth just trying to figure out how to like fill in. But I don't know. Phil Lesh is the weirdest bassist. He was always running late from tennis practice, so he just made shit up. I have the book of all these songs somewhere. I'll have to find that.
So yeah,
There's no deal too. Jeez.
yeah, no deal.
Yeah, we were playing Deal the other day.
Yeah, yeah, you
Don't
were there,
let
right,
that
Nick?
deal.
Yeah.
Oh
How
yeah,
was
I
it?
was terrible. I was having a hard time with it.
You're doing great.
I'm pretty sure that's one of those, all those like country-ish ones, like John Mayer is just like making it up what he feels like.
Oh yeah.
Just like the whole song.
Yeah, my favorite was when they were zooming in on John Mayer's stink face. The whole time he was playing, he looked like he smelled a bad fart. I'm just glad I'll never be cool enough to have my face on the Jumbotron while I'm playing the guitar solo. I also realized, by the way, the other day, the band Steppenwolf, pretty good. Not just that song, Born to Be Wild, or the other one that I know, Magic Carpet Ride, because it was from a Star Trek movie. But they have other good songs, too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Don't Step on the Grass, Sam. Protest song against Nixon starting the drug war. It was the 60th anniversary of the Kent State massacre shooting thing today, I think. Actually, that would be another song that would be badass to learn, would be Ohio by Buffalo Springfield.
Ohio?
Yeah, do you guys know that one?
No.
You will, here. If you don't mind, I'll play it through. I'm sorry that I do this all the time. But
That's cool. Oh, and then I should go. It's already.
yeah, it's that time. Just this one, you'll know it. I had to make it play through the right device.
Oh. It might be another one of those F sharp songs.
Yeah, so this is about when Nixon sent in the National Guard, and they killed a bunch of college students.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
And this band has... Oh, this one's Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I thought. Yeah, this sounds like a Neil Young song.
Yeah, Neil Young's in Buffalo Springfield, too, I think. Matt, I think your uncle's band played this when I screwed this out. Anyway, that song feels extremely relevant right now because it's about the government sending the army to shoot people. I think it's cool. I think, 60 years later, nothing.
It's cool that nothing's fucking changed. Keep listening to this American history podcast, and it's stuff from all throughout American history. And it's always the fucking same thing every time.
We're due for some Pinkertons to come in and bust up a union, and then the union just starts shooting back. It's been a couple hundred, or it's been 100 years since there's been
about time. Yeah.
a really big worker revolution or something. Yeah. It is. Everything's just a cycle,
Yeah, the weirdest thing is that all the union guys that I know are really conservative.
I know.
Yeah, what the hell's up with that?
All the police and pipe fitters and.
Yep. That's the thing.
Those guys are all the electricians and stuff.
Yep.
They're all super conservative. It's what do you why?
Yeah, what
I've been debating doing a quick school thing so I could be a certified electrician, so that I could add that just to as a service. And but I currently when I talk to HVAC technicians or electricians in a work context, I literally have to code switch because they see me. They're like, "Oh, it's a white dude with a beard." Hey, man, brown people suck, don't they? And I'm just like, please, at work, please don't no, So I don't know. My cousin Ben is the only electrician in Colorado that's not racist, and he works for Excel.
That's so awful and so funny.
It's so stupid, but yeah,
it's like that Eddie Murphy thing when he's when he goes into the bank in whiteface and then he's like, "Oh, you don't have to deal with that. We don't have to do this paperwork. We're the same.
Right?
You can have this loan."
Right? They give him champagne on the bus or whatever.
Yeah,
That's really sad.
And Matt, I learned a lot of this from you. I'm also not a scumbag, I don't think, but just a lot of the way that I observed you treating people that like most people walk by and don't think of, like the security guard at the desk that you walk by every morning and you don't even notice it. You don't know what their name is for the 11 years you worked there.
Yeah.
Matt knows that person's name. He knows their hobbies. He knows what they're doing this weekend. He knows what bands they like. And people love Matt. Like, they will like go, if there's like a guy with a gun running into the building, everybody's gonna be like, I have to protect Matt, because Matt protects everybody else.
I got an
And
award
it's just-
that one year for most new friends or whatever.
Yeah. Like, so I observe you, and like, I literally, if I go to Chipotle and I'm like in the line at Chipotle, I'm like, okay, turn your inner Matt on. How are you doing today?
You know, you can
No,
get-
how are you really doing today?
You can get
like, you know,
walk and shit. Yeah.
and I'm not trying to get anything out of him, but I'm
No,
like,
same.
like, especially if it seems like somebody's like having a bad day, I'll just be like,
Yeah,
you
you
okay?
good guy. Yeah.
You all right? You know, and like people just are like, thanks for actually asking, you know? So I don't know where that came from, but I like to channel my inner Matt.
No, I mean, I try to look up to you in a lot of ways. I'm glad that you look up to me, and it's just yapping at people who otherwise probably don't get yapped at, or
Oh, yeah.
maybe feel like maybe feel invisible.
Yeah, like, okay, there's this cleaning lady that I see at Make every day that I'm there, and I wave at her, and I say hi to her, and I ask her how her day is. I ask her how her weekend was. Everybody else, and this is, I'm not trying to, like, trash talk the place I work, but they are just, like, they see this lady, and they're like, hey, we're out of toilet paper in the bathroom. Like, they don't, not, like, she is just not a person to most people at that office, and so, like, when I'm not there, she'll ask Aaron, like, is that guy coming back? And like when I see her, like, I mean, I don't know, and all I do is I'm just nice to her. Like, I'm not, you know, I'm just not mean to her. I don't know. So
it's
I learned that
good.
from you, Matt. Thanks.
No, I'm happy to help.
Anyway,
But, yeah.
Seth, you have a lot. Yeah.
Sorry, I was gonna ask if you were nice to the lunch ladies at school.
Oh, you got to be nice to the lunch ladies.
Yeah, I was.
Those people are like in control of your life.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Are you nice to lunch ladies? Because they still hate you.
They.
Oh God, that's right. You
I
told
had
us about that.
I had a bet. I know I was the only one they liked for a long time. Better. It's not. I'm not totally back in yet. But it took a couple of days, but it's better.
Good.
Gosh,
But I'm
yeah.
not going back there till next week sometime. So we'll see.
Well, keep us posted.
Yeah, let me know. I hope you get back in with them. My work
And
might
then-
sent me to Arizona. I was thinking, I was like, do I text Drew?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But they might
Always.
not send me. Or John Gonda.
Oh yeah, John. Next, if we do this again next time, if we want to try to play Bulls on Parade, I will have the lyrics in front of me next time.
And I'm just gonna do this. And you're gonna have to try to keep a straight face.
Well, I say, rally around your family.
With a pocket full of shells.
I'll,
right.
Yeah, I'll practice that.
Holy. Cat's playing with Legos. Sorry.
Oh, that's awesome. My cat's obsessed with watering cans lately.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go to bed, guys.
All right, good luck.
Thanks for hanging out, though.
Yeah,
Thanks
thanks.
for hanging out.
Good times. I feel like I feel like we got some good stuff tonight. I'll put that on the YouTubes.
I think that was pretty good. You guys were.
Oh
in
yeah,
a
your dad
groove.
will like that. He said he always watches them, right?
Yeah, they had they had a really hard time figuring out who everybody was because like the video, you know, I don't always have it where it shows us all a good
Yeah.
size or something. So they're like standing up, squinting, and they're like, "Is that Matt?" I'm like, "Yes, of course it's Matt. Who else would it be?" But yeah. Yeah, I guess I watch every video I post gets watched immediately. So
Cool. That's pretty cool.
yeah, wild.
I'll show you guys a picture of my back tomorrow.
Yeah, please do.
Oh yeah, please do.
Yeah.
And, until then, or until next time,
Yeah.
take care.
Sleep tight,
Night,
gentlemen.
guys.
Later.
But.
Bye.
But.